In today's video, it's all about controversial, very controversial parenting topics. It's about to get a little hot in here with some of these topics. However, I'm a bit too scared to try it myself. I don't know why some people won't talk about it. It's either you do or you don't. But screen time, formula versus breastfeeding, the cry it out method, co-sleeping. Ooh, co-sleeping. So discipline, vaccines. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, it's all about controversial, very controversial parenting topics that a lot of people don't talk about. Okay, so to start out this video, I wanted to say that no shade to anybody that does any of these things or has a different belief. Let's only have healthy comments or healthy conversations down below. This doesn't make you a bad parent. This is just my personal thoughts. So again, no shade to anyone that does these things or believes these things. This is just my personal opinion on some of these really controversial parenting topics. So let's go ahead and let's get into the video. Oh, but first, if you're new here, hello, my name is Noelle. I do all kinds of minimal mama content here on my channel. We vlog, we do informational sit down videos like this. Well, I'm actually standing in this video, but you guys get it. Videos where we talk about mom and parenting topics. And yeah, so if you guys like our content, I would hope you would subscribe, like, all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and let's jump into this video. I need my tea first though, because it's about to get a little hot in here with some of these topics. Okay. So I have all my little topics in my notes that I wanted to talk about. So the first one would be formula versus breastfeeding. Now, a lot of people have so many like thoughts on this. Some people are just pro breastfeeding. Some people are like, you know, all for the formula and never wanted to do breastfeeding, and that's totally fine too. My personal opinion is that breast is best, but there's no shame to anybody that doesn't want to or can't. I think that every person, every mom, every baby is so different, and that honestly it depends on you. For me personally, I like to breastfeed more than I like to formula feed. We did formula feed with Noah towards the end of his first year, but I still was pumping. But you know, some people just don't produce enough milk, or they just don't want to, or they have to go back to work. Like, there's several circumstances that can prevent you, or maybe you just don't want to breastfeed, and that's totally fine too. I think a happy fed baby is really all that matters. But me personally, I like to breastfeed, and that just works for us. But who knows, in the future, maybe it won't work for us. I don't know. We'll know when we get there. But as of right now, I like to breastfeed, but I have nothing against formula fed babies. Yes, breastfeeding is the best thing for them as far as like nutrition goes. But you know, like I said, there's several circumstances that can come across, or maybe you just don't want to, and that's okay too, mama. It's all good. Co-sleeping. Ooh, co-sleeping is a topic. I think co-sleeping can be done right if you do enough research and take the proper precautions for co-sleeping. We definitely do co-sleep. I was not for it when Noah was a baby because it is dangerous, and if you don't do the right proper research, like it can be dangerous for your baby. But I co-sleep with Noah. I co-sleep with Nola, and that's totally fine. It's been great, no complaints. I think it's the easiest thing to do. Who wants to get up like a million times throughout the night to go get your baby? Especially if you're breastfeeding, it's just like so much easier just to pop them on and, you know, go back to sleep. But I mean, you do what you want to do. I think co-sleeping is great. But with the next kid, if there is a next one, I don't think we will be co-sleeping. I don't like enjoy it as the fact like I have to be very careful with a little person next to me, and our bed isn't that big. We have like a queen. So I definitely think for the next one we won't be co-sleeping. We are gonna do like a little like bassinet or something, probably a Moses basket type situation, and I'm just gonna have to sacrifice my sleep and just get up and deal with that. But yes, co-sleeping I think is totally fine. It's great in the right situation as long as you do your research and are co-sleeping safely. Vaccines. Vaccines seem to be a very crazy topic here on YouTube, or just in general. But personally, we definitely are for vaccines. There has been lots of studies to show that vaccines do not cause any kind of autism or anything like that. That is more of a genetic thing. So yes, we do vaccinate our kids, and I don't know why some people won't talk about it. It's either you do or you don't, but some people, you know, everyone's entitled to their own privacy and what they want to share here online. But I think that yeah, like if we stop vaccinating, that all of these bad diseases that we have prevented from coming back, and all these diseases that we have prevented from coming back will just come back, you know what I'm saying? So I think that we should definitely vaccinate. However, the virus, the new virus, y'all know what I'm talking about, Miss Rona, I am not pro-vax for that one. I think that one is still too new. People are passing away from it, and there's just been a lot of complications. They have pulled certain ones from being able to get it, and I just think it's kind of dangerous, and I am not for it. I have more opinions on that, but I'm not even gonna like go into all that because it's just a lot. But no, for that vaccine, it's a no for us. So discipline is another like heavy topic here among parents on YouTube. We like to be more on the gentle side of parenting, kind of goes more with our lifestyle and Montessori. But however, I don't want to tell you that it's like not, I don't know, like this one is really hard because I feel like everybody has a different outlook and approach, to parenting and how they want to do it. So I'm not going to tell you how to parent your kid like at all. I think certain circumstances call for different consequences, but we try to go the gentle parenting route. However, I don't want to say we always do. Sometimes situations, circumstances are a little much, and some other discipline needs to be put in place. That's all I'm going to say there. But you know, you do you, mama, you do you. What works for your family is totally what you want to do. However, like spankings and stuff like that just don't seem to do anything for our kids but make them cry and like act out even more. And I just feel like I want to teach them that like violence is not really the way, or the way you get your way. I don't know, it just doesn't seem to work for us, but I know a lot of people are for spanking their kids, and I have nothing against that. You do what you want to do, but I just feel like in our house it really doesn't do anything, and I haven't seen any good results from it, so we kind of just like steer away from that route. I like to get on their level more and explain to them and let them have those big emotions and big feelings. I can do a whole separate video on gentle parenting, which I probably will soon if you guys are interested in that, and how we kind of navigate gentle parenting. It's not always easy. It's really not easy at all, but you know, I feel like they act better this way and we get a better result this way. So I can go into that in a later video. Just let me know if you guys want to see that. Screen time. There's a lot of parents here that are against screen time or whatever. I think that we need to normalize screen time. I think it's totally fine if you let your kids watch TV. However, I think that you should be monitoring really tightly what they're watching and what's going on, because there's a lot of crazy things out there that they probably shouldn't be watching for their age. My kids only watch educational TV, and I really try to limit their screen time by having it later on in the day after they've already done some kind of activity or outside time, anything more productive. I try to like make the TV kind of like a last resort where mama just like needs a break, I need to do something, that kind of thing. However, I don't think that letting your kids watch excess TV is good, but I do think TV has its benefits, and screen time definitely has a place because it can be your best friend sometimes, and sometimes you just need a break, and I'm all here for that. But monitor what your kids are watching and maybe monitor how much they're watching. The cry it out method. Okay, this one is, one time I talked about this on Instagram and there were so many people that had so many different opinions on it. I'm not really against cry it out. I think that it kind of teaches them how to self-soothe. However, I think you need to monitor it when you're doing it. You don't want to let them cry for too long. Cry it out is really hard though. It's hard on the parents and it's hard on them. It's really hard on them, but I'm really not sure. I don't mind cry it out. We've done it before and it worked well with Noah. However, with Nola, not so much. She'll just keep on crying and crying. So it really depends on the baby and what kind of approach you feel like you need to take. So with Nola, we don't do cry it out because it just doesn't work for her, but with Noah it did. So just kind of depends on the kid and what the situation is. Baby-led weaning is another also crazy topic. I love the idea of baby-led weaning. If you guys don't know what it is, it's basically just giving your kids like whole pieces of food, like soft food, and letting them just kind of explore and teach themselves kind of how to eat. You give them what you're eating kind of thing, and just skip all those pureed foods. Now I like the pureed foods, but I didn't like having to stop what I was doing and like spoon feed them. That was actually kind of tedious, and I just really wasn't here for the spoon feeding, and they would spit it back at you, and it just seemed like sometimes kind of forced, and I didn't really like that. So for the next kid, I do want to try baby-led weaning and see how that goes, and I'll do probably a whole video or whatever on that whenever we get there. But I do think that that would be interesting, and I have watched a lot of videos and done a lot of research on it. But me personally, like, I was so nervous, especially with Noah, because he was my first, about choking. I was so nervous about that. Like, it just scared me so much, but I love the idea behind it. And I think it's a great way, a great independent way for your kids to learn and explore food and kind of just feed themselves. And it helps you, because then you can eat too, and you don't have to worry about feeding them. You just have to like watch them, because you always want to watch them when baby-led weaning, just in case of any, you know, you don't want any hazards or anything happening. But yes, so I am here for baby-led weaning. I just, however, I'm a bit too scared to try it myself, but hopefully in the future I can like break that fear and try it. But yeah, you guys, car seats are another thing where some people just don't want to follow the guidelines. I don't really know what's up with that, but I think that you should follow the guidelines in your state or whatever. I think here in California they recommend until 2 years old to be rear facing instead of forward facing, because if you get in an accident, the car seat works so much better and it's so much safer if they are facing. Yes, if they are forward facing, it's not as good as backward facing. The car seat really absorbs the impact if there is a situation where, you know, it's an accident or whatever. You want to make sure that they are as safe as possible. And yeah, I don't know what's with some parents that don't want to follow that law, but my kids will be facing backward facing until otherwise. Noah is too big for that now. He is 3, but they do recommend as long as possible to be rear facing, but especially up until 2. So Nola will still be rear facing up until like her legs don't have any space at all. Then we'll do forward facing. But I think that's so important. Definitely read up on the laws and the recommendations for your car seats and car seat safety, because your baby safety is everything. But yeah, you guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's really all of the controversial topics that I think I have for now. If I can think of any more, I'll do another video like this if you guys like it. But yeah, so if you guys are new here, make sure you subscribe. And if you're not new here, still like. You guys hit that like button. It really helps your girl out more than you guys even know, really. So I would really appreciate it if you could like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. Oh, and remember, healthy comments, healthy conversations down in the comments. Let's just be civil. Let's be adults and mature about all of these topics. Also, leave your controversial topics if you have any down below, because I would absolutely love to read them. I think it's so good when we talk about things that are kind of, you know, taboo or out of the normal, and, you know, have some controversy behind them. So leave that down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.